Hey guys, so today I'll be playing a Mega Draft challenge. So as you see, we're currently at 10 wins and 1 loss, which was completely due to Wi-Fi, which was really annoying. But today we're just going to be playing the Mega Draft challenge. So here I think Firecracker could be a good pick. Not really a good spell to actually take her out. And Snowball honestly might be a good pick as well. So he's got... That's an interesting pick, picking both Bob Barrel and Log. So I guess we're not going to go for the bait cards, but I'm just gonna pick the Snowball. I think it could be good against a lot of these cards, and honestly maybe the Bowler as well, but I'm not really sure. Could also go for like an E-Spirit and go for maybe a P.E.K.K.A. Ram deck with the Ram Rider as well. So he's just going for a full-out bait deck. I'm not really sure which cards would be good besides the Ram Rider and the P.E.K.K.A. So I'm not really sure if we could make it work. Just gonna go for the Border as well here against all his bait stuff. And I think Ram Rider would be good, but I don't want him to pick the Bomb Tower. Maybe a Recruit Ram deck could be good. He's definitely gonna pick the Bomb Tower now, I think, though, since I picked the Recruits. So he goes for the Princess. We don't really have a great card to kill her, but I think we'll be fine. Could maybe also go for like Sappies and then the Ram Rider and... Okay, he goes for the Sappies. That's unfortunate. Gonna go for the Ram Rider here. Don't really have great responses to the Sappies, so I'm gonna go for the Miner actually, so that we can play Miner Snowball on them. And maybe the last card could be Monk actually, because it could be good in pushes with the Recruit so that we can ability. He just keeps picking all the cards that we want to pick. That's so annoying. Alright, so let's see what would be good here. Honestly, maybe just E-Giant. Just gonna make a completely random deck. But it just sort of forces him to pick a building. He goes for the mini pick. That's interesting. But yeah, we have both E-Giant and Ram Rider now. So I'm just hoping it could be a little bit annoying for him, honestly. He might just activate with the Valkyrie now. With the Monk, actually. Okay. Don't really have great responses to that, so I'm honestly just going to recruit the bridge to counter that. And we can just snowball on this barrel. Not the greatest timing there. I hope that the E-Spirit would actually come back and get the hit on the barrel so that it would full counter with the snowball, but that's alright anyway. So he still has a mini P.E.K.K.A. for a potential E-Giant or stuff like that. So not gonna go in for that. However, I will go in for a Ram Rider here. And that should full counter the Valkyrie, I think. Okay, unfortunately the Log will actually hit the Firecracker, but it's still gonna get some pretty good damage against those Sappies, and it's gonna actually fully kill them, which is just really nice. Just gonna Miner on this Princess. Please get down. Okay, nice. Don't really want to spend the Bowler since you could just Monk on it and we'd be pretty much dead from the counter push. So here I'm just gonna actually, I'm actually just gonna play the Recruits again, a bit low here, and then we have Snowball E-Spirit in case he goes for the barrel. So he uses the ability, kind of an interesting ability in my opinion. Doesn't really get a lot of value, which is good for us at least. So we get one recruited on the right side. I'm just gonna play the Bowler here on the left so that he can't Princess and also to counter the Valkyrie. I feel like he might barrel now, although it wouldn't be the best barrel since we could just snowball on it. Here I'm actually gonna go for the E-Giant in front and gonna snowball on the barrel for no hits. And then he's gonna play the mini P.E.K.K.A. on the left, right? But the E-Giant, he still has to kill it. And he doesn't have Sappies, and he also doesn't have a mini P.E.K.K.A. for this Ram Rider now. And the Firecracker will still kill the Sappies on the left. Okay, unfortunately they actually don't get that second hit, but the look at the Ram Rider on the right side. It's getting a ton of damage here. And okay, unfortunately the barrel actually... Oh, it only got one hit, so that's not too bad actually. Just gonna play the Firecracker on the right side here and block that mini P.E.K.K.A with the recruit, sorry, so that it won't kill the bowler, so that the bowler can kill the princess now. Gonna miner on the princess to make sure we take it off the board, and just gonna play the E-Spirit on the goblin barrel. Nice, we actually get the perfect timing so that it only gets one hit. That's a bit of a pro tip. You can actually time the E-Spirit perfectly so that you only take one hit against the goblin barrel. But obviously you can also, if you play a deck like this, you can also play the E-Spirit with the snowball to make sure that you take no damage. Just gonna play the miner in the back here to be unpredictable, since he does have the King Tower activation, but looks like we don't even need that, so we didn't even need the snowball in the end. So great game there with a bit of a random deck, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, so we found the next game against Mr. Robot, so I'm kind of thinking about picking the poison here. It could get some good value against cards like Little Prince, Hunter, Minions, Rascals, Sappies especially. And also, if I do pick the poison, it's the only good big spell against Little Prince. So I think that could get some pretty good value if he doesn't pick it. But if he picks it, I still have the poison to take his Little Prince out. Alright, so definitely gonna pick the Little Prince here. I'm thinking maybe a minor wall breakers type of deck with Mortar as well could be pretty good here. Maybe with Skarmy as well. So I'm actually gonna pick the Spear Goblins. And I'm gonna go for the Mortar now. And I might actually pick the Hunter as well. Or maybe we'll just make a Mortar deck. No, minor Mortar without the wall breakers, because I kind of want to go for the Hunter as well. Maybe the Rascals instead, actually. No, I'll go for the Rascals, because they'll be decent against the Prince as well. And he won't be able to kill the Rascal girls if he goes for the Lava Hound, which I think is what he actually wants to pick here. So I think this could be a pretty decent deck. We'll definitely have some good air defense, although he does have the mini pick. Okay, he goes for a Mega Knighting instead. That's a bit interesting. But as long as we have some solid defense, we'll still be good to go. I'm thinking of maybe picking the Bomber here, and honestly maybe the Mega Minion as well. Although I still think the Hunter could be decent, but maybe not that great actually. I'm sort of just missing like a mini tank like Knight or Valkyrie. We do have the Rascals, but it's just not quite the same. But let's see what could be good here for the last card. Maybe just a Sap. Alright, I think we've got a decent deck here. He does have a very heavy deck, but the good thing is he doesn't have a spell so far that can hit our towers or our troops. His Barbarrel will only really get value to kill the Spear Goblins on offense. Okay, he picks the Rage as well, so his Barbarrel is pretty much useless. But in this game, we'll just have to play really, really passive, especially until double elixir, so he can't just punish us too hard with his heavy deck. Just gonna cycle a Sap here. He can't really punish us for that. He might honestly just go for like a Mega Knight in the back or something. Not really sure what we'd even do against that. But so far, we're just gonna cycle a Bomber in the back. Just gonna Little Prince into that to kill the Inferno Dragon. If he goes Mega Knight in front, we can always just distract it with the Rascals. He goes for a Prince, so I'm just gonna play the Spear Goblins up here. He doesn't have the Rage, so he can't play that. And the Little Prince is fully charged up now, so it should take the Inferno Dragon out pretty quickly, and then we can Mortar here with the Little Prince as well. And he plays the Mega Knight, but we can distract it with the Rascals and play the Mega Minion as well. Oh, I didn't expect the Mega Knight to actually jump that, have that much splash damage on the jump, but we should still get 2 Mortar hits here. Maybe even 3? Okay, no, just 2. But that's still a pretty decent start. This matchup is definitely going to be pretty good. And that Mega Minion will get a hit as well unless he responds to it. So he plays the minions. Just gonna play the Spear Goblins here to prevent the 1-hit and also to put some pressure on him. Yeah, so we get a hit back and also force out the Rage actually. So great start so far. I'm not gonna Mortar because I don't have the greatest hand to do so. He could punish us a bit, yeah. I don't think a Mortar that would have been great. Just gonna Little Prince in the back here set up for a good defense. The Prince is gonna be tricky for sure. But I'm gonna play the Rascals here, and I'm gonna quickly Sap on the Prince. Oh, Okay, no, that's a bit bad. No, okay, we're still fine, because we have so much DPS coming down on the prince, and he doesn't have a reset for the little prince, which is actually going to be really, really good for us. So, he plays an Inferno Dragon there. He doesn't... Yeah, terrible Bob Brill. Just going to play the ability here. Okay, no, too late for the mini Pega. Alright. So, we have to play the Bomber here, and we actually have to play the Rascals as well, I think, just to be safe. But now we could honestly go in for a model with the Rascal Girls. He plays a Mega Knight in the back. He'll have to distract the mortar, or it's going to get a lot of damage. So he just lets it log on. I don't think that's a good play, because there's not that much time left. And we're going to get a lot of damage from this. Just going to sap the Prince here to make sure that it doesn't charge. And the Bomber is just hammering it away on like 3 troops at once. So it's just getting a ton of value here. He might play the Inferno Dragon. He can't even afford it. He's just going to play the Mega Knight, I think, at 0, or he's just given up at this point. Looks like he's just given up, which I understand. He didn't really have any chance with that matchup, no spells to take out the little prince and such. So I think really good drafting in both games, just sort of anticipating what he wanted to pick and just countering that. So there we go. That's the 12 wins in the Mega Draft. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys are having a great day. See you guys in the next one.